On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Depression.
A mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
The Great Depression. The root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Disability.
A physical or mental condition that makes it difficult for someone to do some things that other people do.
Examples:
A disability pension. A learning disability. Listening to music at a high volume may lead to a hearing disability.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Cholesterol.
A type of fat that is found in the blood and cells of the body, and that is important for many bodily functions, but can also contribute to heart disease and stroke when levels are too high.
Examples:
Cholesterol levels. Low cholesterol. High levels of cholesterol can increase the risk of heart disease.
Confusion.
The state of being mixed up or unclear, or the state of disorder or uncertainty.
Examples:
Administrative confusion. In great confusion. The sudden policy change has caused confusion among employees.
Depressed.
Sad and without any hope.
Examples:
Depressed feeling. The market is depressed. After his mother died, he got depressed.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
trigger a biochemical response, trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Circumstance:
the specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
circumstance of birth, circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Disappear:
to cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
disappear without a trace, disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Clinical:
of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
clinical surgery, participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Medical:
relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
a medical opinion, temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Disorder:
an untidy state or a lack of organization, a physical condition or illness that causes problems with how a section of the body or brain functions.
Examples:
the files are in complete disorder. People with bipolar disorder. The doctor prescribed some medicine for the mental disorder.
Linger:
to stay in a place or exist longer than expected.
Examples:
linger in the mind, linger over your work. She lingered for a moment before leaving the room.
Consecutive:
following in a sequence or order without interruption or break, occurring one after another.
Examples:
consecutive holidays, suffer consecutive defeats. The athlete won 3 consecutive championships in her sport.
Interfere:
to get involved in and prevent a process or activity from continuing.
Examples:
interfere in another country's affairs. Interfere with DNA synthesis. Your talking interferes with my work.
Symptom:
any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Mood:
the way you feel at a particular time, an angry or impatient state of mind.
Examples:
the mood in a room. In an ugly mood. His gaffe spoiled the mood of the dinner party.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Appetite.
A natural desire or craving for food or drink, a strong desire or liking for something.
Examples:
Appetite suppression. Loss of appetite. After a long hike, I had a huge appetite and devoured my meal in minutes.
Worthless.
Having no value or usefulness, not worth considering.
Examples:
Worthless stock. Worthless coin. The product was found to be worthless as it failed to meet the customer's expectations.
Excessive.
Greater than what seems necessary, normal, or desirable.
Examples:
An excessive force. Take excessive care. It would be best if you did not demand such an excessive charge.
Guilty.
Feeling responsible for or having done something wrong or criminal.
Examples:
Feel a bit guilty. Guilty verdict. After much contemplation, the suspect decided to plead guilty to the theft charge.
Concentration.
The ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
Concentration of armaments. His research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Restless.
Unwilling or unable to stay still or relax because you are worried and uneasy.
Examples:
A restless person. Restless waves. He felt restless and constantly changed his postures.
Recurrent.
Occurring again, repeatedly, or frequently, returning.
Examples:
Recurrent problem. Recurrent miscarriage. The patient has been experiencing recurrent headaches for weeks.
Suicide.
The act of killing yourself intentionally.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Suicide attack. In an economically prosperous country, most male suicide is due to child support problems.
Psychiatric.
Of or relating to the treatment or study of mental illness or disorders.
Examples:
People with psychiatric disorders. Psychiatric hospital. The psychiatric evaluation revealed that the patient had been suffering from anxiety.
Guideline.
A general rule or principle that provides guidance to appropriate behavior, A piece of advice or instructions that tell you how something should be done or what something should be.
Examples:
An education guideline. Guideline for clinical trial. This book will be a practical guideline when coding.
Qualify.
To reach the standard or fulfill the requirement of ability or knowledge needed to do a particular job or receive a particular benefit or privilege.
Examples:
Qualify as a candidate. Qualify for membership. The top 3 teams in this tournament qualify for the Olympics.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Manifestation.
A visible or tangible form of something, especially a particular sign of a disease or condition.
Examples:
Manifestation of a deeper problem. Manifestation of psychological stress. The manifestation of his anxiety was evident in his shaking hands.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
X-ray.
A type of electromagnetic radiation that has a wavelength shorter than visible light, allowing hidden objects such as bones and organs inside the body to be photographed.
Examples:
X-ray scan. An X-ray of arteries. The doctor ordered an X-ray to see if there was any damage to the bones.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Lobe.
A rounded projection or division, especially of the brain, lung, or liver.
Examples:
Lobe of the liver. Frontal lobe. The lungs are divided into 5 lobes.
Hippocampus.
A major component of the brain of humans and other vertebrates that is part of the limbic system and is vital for memory.
Examples:
Involvement of the hippocampus. Neurons in the hippocampus. The hippocampus is crucial for learning and memory storage.
Volume.
The amount of space occupied by an object or substance, the magnitude of sound.
Examples:
Volume of work. High volume. This container has a volume of 10 cubic meters.
Microscopy.
The scientific study of small structures or substances using microscopes, including the anatomical, physiological, and pathological aspects of cells, tissues, and organs.
Examples:
Clinical microscopy, electron microscopy. The scientist used a microscopy technique to study the cells at a microscopic level.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Abnormal.
Not typical, usual, or regular, especially in a way that is bad.
Examples:
Abnormal heart rhythms. Abnormal cells. An abnormal climate in the region caused a sharp decline in grain harvest.
Transmission.
The act or process of sending something from one person or place to another, the process of broadcasting over the airwaves, as in radio or television.
Examples:
Transmission speed. The transmission gears of a car. Education is the transmission of civilization.
Depletion.
The reduction of something, especially a natural resource, to a critically low level.
Examples:
Depletion of bodily fluids. Depletion of ozone. The depletion of natural resources is a major concern for environmentalists.
Neurotransmitter.
A chemical that carries nerve impulses between neurons or between neurons and muscles.
Examples:
Neurotransmitter receptor. Neurotransmitters released from the brain. Endorphins are a type of neurotransmitter that gives a sense of well-being.
Serotonin.
A neurotransmitter equals a chemical that carries nerve impulses involved in, example, sleep, emotion, and memory.
Examples:
Serotonin drug. Serotonin levels. The medicine works by boosting serotonin levels in the brain.
Norepinephrine.
Also noradrenaline, a hormone that is released by the sympathetic nervous system in response to stress and that increases heart rate and blood pressure.
Examples:
Norepinephrine receptor. Enhance norepinephrine release. Some medications used to treat depression work by increasing the levels of norepinephrine in the brain.
Dopamine.
A chemical substance produced by nerve cells as a neurotransmitter. As a drug, it is used to treat shock and hypotension.
Examples:
Dopamine inhibiting agent. Antagonism of dopamine. The drug controls the level of dopamine in the brain.
Blunt.
Having a dull or rounded edge or point, not sharp, straightforward in speech or manner, often to the point of being rude or insensitive.
Examples:
Blunt criticism, blunt force. The blunt knife made it difficult to cut through the tough steak.
Circadian.
Relating to a physiological cycle that lasts approximately 24 hours, impacting physical and behavioral changes that occur over the course of a day, such as sleep-wake cycles or fluctuations in hormones.
Examples:
Circadian clock, circadian disruption. Having a consistent sleep schedule is important for maintaining a healthy circadian rhythm.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples:
In samba rhythm, irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions, industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
REM.
Abbreviation for rapid eye movement, a stage of sleep characterized by rapid eye movements, increased brain activity, and dreaming.
Examples:
REM sleep cycle, REM sleep behavior disorder. REM sleep deprivation has been linked to various adverse effects on mood, memory, and cognitive function.
Slow wave.
A type of brain wave that occurs during deep sleep, characterized by low frequency and high amplitude.
Examples:
Slow wave sleep, slow wave circuit. The slow wave activity in his brain indicated that he was in a deep sleep phase.
Hormone.
A chemical substance made by organs that encourages or influences the development, growth, sex, etc., of an animal and is carried around the body in the blood.
Examples:
Hormone secretion, female hormone. The doctor diagnosed me with a hormone disorder.
Cortisol.
A hormone produced by the adrenal gland that is involved in regulating the body's metabolism, immune system, and blood pressure.
Examples:
Cortisol stress, excessive cortisol. Cortisol levels in the body are often elevated during times of stress.
Deregulation.
The process of reducing or removing government regulations and restrictions in a particular industry or sector, often to promote competition and reduce costs.
Examples:
Deregulation of the economy, aviation deregulation. The government's deregulation of the telecommunications industry led to increased competition.
Thyroid.
A large gland in the neck that secretes hormones essential for regulating metabolism, growth, and other bodily functions.
Examples:
Thyroid disorder. Thyroid medication. An underactive thyroid can lead to weight gain and fatigue.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors who are well-versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Interaction.
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples:
The interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Accurate.
Correct and exact in all details.
Examples:
Provide accurate information. Accurate measurements. The official transcript contains accurate academic records.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Intangible.
Not having physical form or substance, difficult to touch or grasp.
Examples:
Intangible asset. Intangible property rights. The intangible qualities of love and kindness are immeasurable.
Accord.
An official agreement or treaty between two organizations, countries, etc. Verb, allow to have.
Examples:
Accord with public opinion. By national accord. The organization finally signed a peace accord.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Medication.
A drug or other form of medicine that treats, prevents, or alleviates the symptoms of the disease.
Examples:
Antibiotic medication. Medication by mouth. The pharmacist not only prescribes the medication but also guides its proper use.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Complement.
To improve or make something more appealing by adding or contributing extra features to it.
Examples:
Complement existing rules. Complement each other. Our application aims to complement the feature of web browsers.
Boost.
To improve, raise, or increase something.
Examples:
Boost the economy. Boost flexibility. The new service helped boost net income by 10%.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Convulse.
To experience a sudden and violent contraction of the muscles, often caused by pain, illness, or emotional distress, or to make someone or something do this.
Examples:
Convulse with laughter. Convulse with anger. He convulsed in pain as the injury was severe.
Seizure.
The action of taking something from somebody by the use of legal authority, a sudden occurrence or recurrence of a disease.
Examples:
Seizure of a debtor's property. A heart seizure. Customs have made their biggest ever seizure of cocaine.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Transcranial.
Relating to or affecting the area of the brain that is located across or through the skull, used to describe a specific medical procedure involving the non-invasive delivery of electrical or magnetic impulses to the brain through the scalp and skull.
Examples:
Transcranial magnetic stimulation. Transcranial direct current stimulation. The use of transcranial ultrasonography can aid in the diagnosis of several neurological conditions.
Magnetic.
Having the properties of attracting or repelling certain materials containing iron or steel.
Examples:
Magnetic field. A magnetic tape. The magnetic force of the Earth keeps our planet spinning.
Stimulation.
The act of arousing interest or activity in something. The action of providing a stimulus.
Examples:
Stimulation of the economy. Stimulation of the senses. The stimulation of certain chemicals activates the brain's reward system.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope. To persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Gentle.
Having or showing a kindly or tender nature, soft and mild.
Examples:
In a gentle voice. Gentle downward slope. Her gentle manner relaxed everyone there.
Insurmountable.
Impossible to overcome or conquer, too difficult or daunting to overcome.
Examples:
Insurmountable odds. Insurmountable disadvantage. The challenge seemed insurmountable, but they overcame it with hard work and determination.
Ashamed.
Feeling guilt, embarrassment, or remorse about something because of something you have done.
Examples:
Feel ashamed of him. Cast ashamed eyes. You don't have to be ashamed.
Asthma.
A chronic respiratory disease characterized by wheezing, coughing, and difficulty breathing.
Examples:
Asthma attack. Asthma symptoms. He always had to carry an inhaler due to his severe asthma.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
Juvenile diabetes. Diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Comp.
Short for compensate, meaning to give goods or services to someone without asking for payment.
Examples:
Comp their meal. Comp the employees with a bonus. The casino comped her room and meals for being a high-rolling gambler.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Temporary.
Not lasting or be used for a very long.
Examples:
A temporary permit. Temporary housing. He managed to get temporary jobs during the recession.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Erode.
To gradually wear away or break down rock, soil, or other material through the action of wind, water, or other natural agents, to gradually weaken or undermine something over time.
Examples:
Erode coast. Erode trust. The ongoing budget cuts have eroded the quality of education in many schools.
Stigma.
A mark of shame or disgrace associated with a particular circumstance, quality, or person.
Examples:
Social stigma. Stigma against obesity. The mental health stigma often prevents people from seeking treatment.